Okay, so we're going to start seated in just whatever position feels comfortable for you. If you have a little cushion or blanket or something that will help you be more comfortable, or if you're sitting in a chair, that works great too. And just find a way to sit comfortably, or you can lie on your back. That works. That works too. We're just going to take a moment to check in. And in that checking in, we're bringing awareness to our focus for today's practice. And this practice is focused on gratitude. So as we're noticing our own bodies and our own breath, we may have a thought arise about that and about being thankful for some aspect of that, whatever it is for you. Being grateful is most powerful when we don't force it, when we just realize it, when we realize those things that we're thankful for, not trying to create it. So let's take a minute with this. Maybe doing a little bit of exploring of sensations in the body, or just connecting with different parts of our bodies. Just meeting and greeting different parts of our bodies. Noticing those parts of us that are feeling really good today. And also being aware of those parts of us that might be complaining a little bit or just not feeling 100%. Considering that we can still be grateful for all of it. And in this noticing of sensation, let's also bring awareness to the sensation of the breath. Where are we feeling our own breath? Sometimes it's easiest to begin with the nostrils and noticing the sensation of the air, the actual sensation of the air passing in and out through the nostrils. And then letting that awareness expand to other sensations of the breath. It could be sensations of movement that the breath creates. And taking 2 or 3 nice deep breaths, and as we exhale, just really releasing any tension that we might be noticing in our bodies. So on your own, inhale deeply. Exhale and ready, just releasing. And 2 more on your own. Allowing the breath to find its own natural rhythm when you're ready. And bringing hands to the center of the chest, one on top of the other, right at the heart center. Connecting for a moment with our inner being. That subtle part of us that is always present, that's unchanging, our source of peace. No matter what's going on with the rest of the external body or the thoughts. You may even connect this to your breath as well, noticing how we can feel this part of us moving as we breathe. There's a connection. And then just releasing our hands away slowly, noticing how that sensation changes. Hands can be down by our sides. Let's just change our legs in one way. Now, this will be different for each of us because you know what's best for you and what makes you feel most comfortable. It may be that you just put the other leg in front and keep the cross legs. It may be that the legs extend in front. Maybe something completely different, but change your seat in just one simple way. And if this feels appropriate for you, stay here. If you feel the need to make an additional change, go ahead. And then let's just draw some circles with the tip of our nose. Beginning to connect with our inner rhythm. We've noticed our breath and felt the breath move in the body. We can connect our breath here as well. One circle, one breath. But just noticing this soothing rhythm that we're creating. And then when ready, just reverse, circle the other direction. A couple more times in this direction just to create some balance from both sides. Coming back to center on the next breath in. And if you're on the floor and still sitting with the legs crossed, go ahead and let them extend in front of you. If you're in the chair, just keep soles of the feet on the floor for now. Those of us on the floor are just going to kind of lean back into our hands. We're going to point and flex the feet. So if you're in the chair, you might want to do just one leg at a time. I'll invite you to switch here in just a moment, maybe 3 or 4 on each foot. If you're doing one leg at a time, go ahead and do the other side. And then releasing back to neutral and just soften completely through the lower body, through the legs, all the way down to the ankles and the feet. And then find a way to create some tension there. Same thing, all the way from the feet up through the legs to the hips. And just sit with that sensation for a moment. Notice the difference. Is it even on both sides? Is it even all the way through the length of the legs? And then soften once again and let it go. Sitting up nice and tall. Bending our right knee so the foot comes to the floor. If you're in the chair, feel free to just keep both feet where they are. We're going to do a little bit of a twist to one side and then the other. So whenever you're ready, just sit nice and tall on the breath in and stay here for a couple of breaths. And with each exhale, let the belly come in towards the spine. So the belly extends on the breath in and pulls in on the breath out. And with our next breath out, we'll twist slowly to the right, Taking your time, only going as far as your body tells you it needs to go today. That right hand can come behind you for support. The head can look forward or behind or somewhere in between. And let's still notice our breath. And with our next inhale, coming back to center, releasing that right leg. And when ready, bringing the left foot in. And just sitting here breathing for a moment, belly extending out on the breath in and pulling in on the breath out. Shoulders at ease. And with our next exhale, twisting to the left. Coming back to center. And then bringing the right foot in, bringing soles of the feet together into our cobbler's pose. So let's just cross our arms and grab the opposite feet here if you're on the ground. If you're in a chair, maybe grab opposite knees so the arms are crossed. And as we're sitting in our cobbler's pose, let's take a moment to notice thoughts that arise as we're in this practice. Maybe thoughts of how slow it is and how we might feel the need to hurry it up a little bit. Or maybe thoughts of thankfulness that it is nice and slow. Notice what your own response is. And then realizing that we don't always have to push ourselves. We don't always have to be in a hurry. We can just take time to be still and quiet and gentle. If you like here, you can stay. If you'd like a little bit of a deeper stretch for the hips, then you might want to place the hands on the ground and just hinge forward a little bit. Or in the chair, hands can stay on the thighs and just hinge forward a little bit. So we're just finding a deeper place, a deeper bend. And feel free to come in and out of this too a few times. If holding that forward bend feels uncomfortable, then feel free to come out of it and come back in a few times. And then when ready, releasing back upright to center, bringing our knees in toward each other. And then just kind of settling back. You can hold on to the knees and just settle back here and breathe. Inhale deeply, let the belly extend. Exhale, draw it in. And then maybe see if you can drop back even more, releasing the upper back. So I'm going to turn sideways just to give a better visual of what I'm doing. It's hard to see frontward. So if we're leaning back initially and keeping a nice straight back, then let's release even more, letting that release become even more. And we're going to do a variation of cat-cow here, which is really just an arching, a flexing and extending of the spine. So as we breathe in, elbows can bend, we can open and lift. And as we breathe out, we can round and release. And our hands and arms are providing us with support. So we're not putting any strain on our back at all. And let's do several of these. And remembering the head, the neck is part of the spine, so as we come forward, we may want to lift our gaze a little bit. And as we come back, we can drop our chin toward our chest. Just exploring that movement of the spine. Gently, kindly, gratefully. One more time, one full round of inhaling and exhaling. And then making our way back to that neutral place and releasing into a forward fold. So we'll bring our belly toward our thighs. And we can even separate the knees a little bit more if we want to create lots of space for our torso to just release. Arms may reach towards the feet, or you can hold on to your arms, whatever works for you. And just release. Maybe turn the head from side to side a few times. You might even nod like you're saying yes. And then when you're ready, coming all the way back up and moving on to our hands and knees for just a moment, just a very brief moment. And then we'll be coming onto our back. So you can put something under your knees if they need that extra cushion. Mine always want that little bit of extra. We won't be here very long. Feel free to stay in the chair if that works better for you. So we're going to begin with just some circling of the body. So if you're in the chair, just circle the torso. And here again, we might find the rhythm of our breath. Inhaling for the first half of our circle, exhaling for the second half. And make this movement as big or as small as feels appropriate for you. You may have a very subtle movement that may feel a lot better to you today, or you may need a bigger movement. So whatever works. One more time in this direction, and then we'll switch and circle the other way. And again, just like we did at the beginning of our practice, let's notice what parts of our body are cooperating with us and what parts of our bodies may not be cooperating as well. And just equally thankful for both, because it all gets us to where we are right here, able to do this practice in whatever way suits us. So one more time around, and then finding your expression of child's pose. That may be knees together, knees apart, nice and wide. Hips can come all the way back, or if you like, you can place a blanket or something under the thighs to give you a little bit of support in that space. And then same with the arms. The arms can rest or extend and be active, whatever feels best. And same with the head. Support it with the hands or let the forehead come all the way down. And then whenever you're ready, bring it all the way down onto your back. Moving slowly, take your time. There is no rush to get there. I'll get you set up here and then I'll sit back up in just a moment. But let's go ahead and come onto our back for a little bit more movement before we begin our meditation. Again, if you plan to do your meditation in a chair, you can still do everything we're doing from your chair. Beginning first by just connecting with the soles of the feet, getting that sensation through the soles of the feet. And then if you're on the floor, go ahead and extend your legs all the way down. If you're in the chair, just stay right where you are, feet supported on the ground. Arms come all the way overhead. And we're going to walk our feet and our hands, feet first, over to the right side of the mat. So I'll show you from the chair what this will look like. But this is for lying completely down. You'll bring hands and arms over to the right side. If you're seated, then just keep the legs where they are and bring the left arm over to the right side and use that right arm to support your body against the edge of the chair. So we're really just getting a stretch through the left side of the body here, and it can work either way. And in this stretch, we're just breathing and sensing the left side of the body. Might even reach a little bit more through the fingertips, a little bit more through the hip. Breathe into the left ribs. Whenever you're ready, come back to center. If you're in the chair, go ahead and just release your arms down for a moment just to give the shoulder a rest and set up for the other side. When ready, both legs on the ground will come over to the left edge of the mat, followed by the arms, the shoulders, and the head. In the chair, the right arm is reaching up and over towards the left. And just breathe deeply into the right side of the ribs. Maybe reach a little more through the right fingertips, through the right hip. And then gradually bringing ourselves back in. And just bringing both knees into the chest and rocking a little bit from side to side. And if you're seated in a chair, just come back to a comfortable seated position or release into a forward fold if that feels better. So as we're resetting here and getting ready for our meditation, I just wanted to share a little bit of something I saw today when I was thinking about this concept of gratitude. I was just looking out the window, and we have this nice big tree out behind our house. And of course we have squirrels because we have a wooded area behind us. And there was a squirrel up on one of the branches. And this squirrel was just kind of still there on the branch. And then the next thing you know, it stretched out on the branch. It's like, ready to take a nap. And it almost looked like the squirrel was hugging this branch. And I thought, how appropriate that this creature is just grateful to have a branch, just grateful to have a place to rest. It's warm, it's safe. And so how can we apply that to our own lives? What can we be grateful for in this moment that is something we just sometimes take for granted? Maybe it's just the fact that we have a floor or a chair to do this practice in, that we've made it here today. And as we think about this, let's keep this in the back of our mind as we begin to settle our bodies into the space where we plan to do our meditation. And with each movement, with each support that we give ourselves, whether it be a cushion under our heads or a rolled up blanket under our knees or a blanket over our bodies, just saying thank you. That simple little act of saying thank you for those simple little things that we often take for granted can make a big difference in our outlook on life, in our connection to our own spirit, to our well-being. So as you're settling in and getting ready for the meditation, thankful each step along the way, take a moment when you feel like you're there and you're really nice and comfy, just take a moment to notice if there's something that you could change to be a little more comfortable. And there's no hurry, take your time. Just settling in, settling in gratefully, and just welcoming yourself to this practice, your whole self. Beginning by adjusting your body one last time, just so you feel completely supported by the surface you're resting on. Scan your body and release any unnecessary tension in your jaw, shoulders, arms, torso, and legs. Your entire body beginning to feel at rest and at ease. During iRest, every experience is a messenger that is inviting you to welcome particular sensations, emotions, and thoughts, and yourself as the one who is aware of everything you're experiencing. Welcome each messenger that arrives in your awareness with curiosity and openness. Now bring attention to your senses and allow them to be wide open and receptive, allowing each perception to come to you. Sounds, tastes, smells, color and light, the feeling of the air touching your skin, sensations of tension, and the feeling of releasing, letting go, and being at ease throughout your entire body. Welcome your heartfelt desire, mission, or purpose, the felt sense of life living you as the pulse or vibration of life that's animating your body, mind, muscles, cells, and atoms. Feel and affirm that you are a unique and precious expression of life, that your life has value, meaning, and purpose, just as you are. Perhaps your mission is your heartfelt desire to be a compassionate and caring human being, or to be living with a felt sense of peace, harmony, and well-being in each and every moment of life with yourself and those around you. Whatever your heartfelt mission, Experience it now in the present sense as already true in this moment. Take a few moments to experience your deepest heartfelt desire or mission through words or simply by feeling the pulse of life that's living you with value, purpose, and meaning. Now set your heartfelt desire aside and sense how it returns to you at the end of your practice or as you go about your daily life. Bring to mind your intention, perhaps to remain attentive or to inquire into a particular sensation, emotion, or belief that you wish to work with today. Fully welcome and affirm your intention for this practice with your entire body and mind. Now take the time to welcome your inner resource, a place within your body where you experience feelings of being secure, grounded, and at ease. If it's helpful, recall or imagine a place, person, or an experience that supports you in feeling secure and at ease. Using all of your senses to enhance your experience. Sounds, sights, sensations, smells, and tastes. Invite the feeling of ease and well-being into your entire body and mind. Spend time experiencing this inner sanctuary of ease and security, allowing it to expand throughout your body. Know and affirm that you can return to your inner resource at any time during the practice or any time, day or night, whenever you need to feel more secure and at ease, or just need a momentary timeout to rest, restore, and to feel totally whole. Now rotate your attention throughout your body while experiencing the various sensations that are present. You may feel something or little at all, but whatever you experience is perfect, just as it is. Welcome the sensation of your jaw, the entire inside of the mouth and tongue. Give up thinking and simply welcome sensation in the jaw and mouth, just as it is. Sensation of the left ear, right ear, both ears at the same time as radiant sensation. Left nostril, right nostril, the flow of air and sensation inside both nostrils. Sensation of the left eye, sensation of the right eye. Welcome the sensation of both eyes at the same time. Without thinking, just feeling your way. Sensation of the forehead, scalp, back of the head, neck, Sensation of the face, head, and neck at the same time. Give up thinking. Simply welcoming and feeling everything as radiant sensation. Left shoulder, left upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, palm and fingers. Sensation of the entire left hand, arm, and shoulder. Right shoulder, right upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, palm and fingers. Sensation of the entire right hand, arm, and shoulder. Give up thinking. Welcoming both shoulders, arms, and hands at the same time as radiant sensation. Bring attention to the upper chest, middle chest, belly, sensation of the upper back, middle back, lower back, the entire back of the torso, front of the torso. Let go of thinking, just welcoming sensation. The entire torso as radiant sensation. Bring attention into sensations of the pelvis and sacrum, left hip, left upper leg, knee, lower leg, ankle, foot, and toes. The entire left foot, leg, and hip as sensation. Alert, attentive, yet relaxed and at ease. Welcoming sensation of the right hip, right upper leg, knee, lower leg, ankle, foot, and toes. Sensation of the entire right foot, leg, and hip. Welcoming both hips, legs, and feet at the same time as radiant sensation. The entire front of the body, back of the body, left side of the body, right side. Sensation inside the body. Sensation on the surface of the body. The entire body is radiant sensation. Feel yourself as the observer of all these sensations that are coming and going. Everything just as it is, while silently affirming to yourself, I'm practicing iRest. My body is deeply at rest, perhaps even asleep, but I am aware, attentive, at ease. Sense and welcome the body breathing itself, the natural flow of air and sensation as breath enters and leaves the body, the gentle rise and release of the abdomen, chest, and tension as the body breathes itself. Now, while gently inhaling and exhaling, Bring your attention to sensations in your left nostril and sensations throughout the left side of the body. Welcoming sensation throughout the left side of the body. When you're ready, while gently holding your breath at top of an inhalation, allow your attention to move across the midline to the right side of the body. Then, while gently exhaling and inhaling, keep attention in the right nostril and sensations throughout the right side of the body. Welcoming sensation throughout the right side of the body. Then, in your own rhythm and timing, during exhalation and inhalation, continue this way of breathing. First, welcoming sensation on one side of the body, then the other side. At the top of each inhalation, while gently holding the breath, give time for sensation to completely move across the midline and saturate the opposite side of the body before beginning the next exhalation. When you're ready, at the top of an inhalation, while gently holding your breath, bring your attention to sensing the entire body. Then continue sensing the entire body during exhalation and inhalation. Body breathing itself. The entire body is a field of vibrant sensation, attentive to the flows of sensation throughout the entire body, present, aware, the entire body a field of radiant sensation. Awake and aware to all that's now present in your awareness, sensations, emotions, thoughts, feeling yourself as the awareness in which all these changing sensations and perceptions are arising and passing away. Silently affirm to yourself, I'm practicing iRest, aware, attentive, at ease. Bring attention into your body and notice and welcome feelings that are present, such as warmth, heaviness, comfort, or the feeling of being at ease. Simply welcoming and being with feelings that are present, just as they are. If helpful, locate opposite feelings. If you're sensing warmth, find coolness. If heaviness, sense lightness. If comfort, then discomfort. If ease, then tension. Without going into thinking, just sensing. Then come back to the original feeling. Then feel the opposite again, moving back and forth between opposites at your own rhythm. Then, without going into thinking, welcome both opposites at the same time, experiencing how this acts on your entire body and mind. Now welcome yourself as the witness who is observing all these feelings that are coming and going in awareness. Feel yourself being non-judging awareness in which all of these movements are coming and going. Now welcome an emotion that's present in the body, or recall an emotion that you're working with in your life that occurs to you in this moment. And if helpful, recall a memory that invites this emotion fully into your body. And if no emotion is arising, this too is your experience. Be with what's most calling your attention right now, whether an emotion or another sensation. And remember, you can always return to the safe haven of your inner resource whenever you feel the need to take a momentary time out to feel secure and at ease. And if an emotion is present, where and how do you feel it in your body? Are there thoughts or images that accompany this emotion? Welcoming your experience just as it is without judging or trying to change it. And if helpful, locate an opposite emotion and where you experience this opposite in your body. Then move back and forth between these opposites, experiencing first one, then its opposite, in your own rhythm and timing, sensing how each emotion affects your entire body and mind. When it feels right, welcome and sense both emotions at the same time, noticing how sensing opposites acts on your entire body and mind. Sense how everything you're now experiencing is in your awareness. Feel yourself being unchanging awareness in which all of these changing perceptions are coming and going. Be aware of any thoughts or beliefs that are passing into your mind, your awareness, and notice where they land in your body. Welcoming these thoughts just as they are. Noticing where you feel them in your body. If you notice opposite thoughts or even beliefs, bring them into awareness at the same time, noticing how this affects your entire body and mind. And when it feels right, notice yourself as the witness who is observing all that's presently arising in your awareness. Feel yourself as non-judging awareness in which all of these movements are coming and going. And bring attention to your inner resource of feeling at ease and secure, and to sensations of well-being or contentment in your body. or recall a memory of a particular situation from your life, or someone who loves you or who you love, that invites joy or well-being into your body. Experience the feeling of well-being and perhaps an inner smile emanating from your heart, expanding throughout your entire body. Your lips and face gently smiling. Joy, well-being, and an inner smile flowing throughout your entire body. Your entire body alive with the feeling of well-being, contentment, and joy. Let go of thinking. Feel the entire body as a field of warmth and well-being radiating everywhere. And allow yourself to experience the feeling of gratitude and how gratitude feels in your body. And if gratitude is not present, imagine what it would feel like if it were. Or simply welcome and observe whatever is present right now in your awareness. Welcoming everything that you are now experiencing with openness and curiosity. Now set aside thinking and dissolve into simply being. Give yourself completely to the spacious feeling of simply being. Nothing to do, nowhere to be, just the delightful feeling of being, while sensing how this acts on your entire body and mind. When you're just being, where is your center? Where is your outermost boundary? Sense how, as being, you're everywhere and nowhere specific, formless yet undeniably present, sensing and feeling your way, aware and attentive, aware, at ease, and attentive, and everything just as it is. Remaining with the feeling of just being while reflecting back upon the journey that you've just taken, sensing the different perceptions that have been and are now present, sensations, emotions, thoughts, well-being, joy, gratitude, awareness, and being. As you continue to welcome the feeling of simply being, affirm again your heartfelt mission with your entire body, the pulse of life living you with purpose, meaning, and value. Affirm the truth with your entire body and mind that in every moment you always have within you the perfect response to each situation and circumstance in your life. Locate, feel, and affirm an intention for your next practice of iRest, or one that you wish to take with you into your daily life. Invite in and welcome with your entire body the feeling of your inner resource while resting back into feeling secure and at ease. Feel yourself as the witness who is observing all that is now present in your awareness. Feel yourself dissolving into being non-judging awareness in which all of these movements are coming and going. Sense the truth in your body that in every moment you always have within you the perfect response. Feel again the sensations where your body makes contact with the surface that's supporting you. Allow your senses to open to the sounds and environment around you. Imagine going about your everyday waking life, all the while aware and awake as awareness in which all of life is unfolding. Awareness, awake and aware of itself and the world around and within. Taking your time now, transitioning back in your own rhythm and time to your everyday waking life. Your body and mind fully coming back into its natural state of eyes open, wakefulness, alert, attentive, awake, reorienting to your surroundings, coming fully back to your eyes open state of consciousness, grateful for taking this time for yourself, for health, healing, and awakening. Take all the time you need. There's no hurry.